there are many supplements now in the market, and what they have is all testimonies. When they are asked about the science, they cannot show. And we're very lucky at Max. The breakthrough products are based on science. Okay, so my next slide. My first slide is a key that has a health tab. Okay? Have you ever wondered why, in spite of the advancement of medicine, in spite of the advancement of the wellness industry, people do still get sick? Have you asked that question?
Yes.
So probably there is a key to unlock the secrets for optimal health. And we will see if the information that I will share to you will help us unlock the secrets for optimal health. Okay. We will be talking about optimal health of the cells. Okay. We will not be talking about the general health of the body. We will taper down to the cells. Okay, so what are cells? Going back to our biology, the human body is made up of what we call body systems, right? Body systems are made up of organs. Organs are made up of tissues. And tissues are finally made up of cell. Remember that? Okay. And the cell is the basic unit of human life, which means the cell is alive by itself. And because it is alive, it has its own health. And fortunately, we have around 70 to 100 trillion cells in our body. And whatever health the cells possess will be manifested in the whole body. Okay, now we go to health. There are many definitions of health, but I would like to define it in the simplest way. It says here, health is a state of homeostasis or balance in the body. So you can see a human figure struggling to maintain the balance. Okay? And because it is balance, there is a negative force in one side and a positive force in the other side. But whenever it is out balance, then you lose your health. You become unhealthy. And there is a force that pushes down the negative side. We call that force oxidative stress. So, have you been stressed sometime? Okay, that is one form of oxidative stress. But what is actually oxidative stress? Oxidative stress may occur when our defense system is overwhelmed by excess formation of what we call free radicals. So you can see on one side of the balance, the load that is in it is the free radical. And free radical may come from our environment, from the exposure to pollution, radiation, drugs, stress, or poor diet. Or it may come within our body, in the metabolism of our body. Whenever you produce ATP, when you are exposed to inflammation, infection, and chronic diseases, you get free radicals. And these free radicals are the ones that can cause oxidative stress. In one side is the defense system, which we call the antioxidant defense system. So we take it one by one. We go to free radicals. How do free radicals work? The upper portion shows the RE structures. This is the illustration of free radicals. And obviously the lower portion are the human cells. Okay. Free radicals are unstable molecules. And when they hit the cells, they cause the cell to be damaged. The damage is not confined to in the outside, but it penetrates to the nucleus. So if a group of cell is damaged, the organ involved will be damaged. And if the organism is damaged, the system involved will malfunction. And when there is a malfunctioning system in our body, our whole body will malfunction. Okay? Now, I will show you some examples of free radical cause damages, and these are very common examples. Free radicals can damage our blood vessels. This is a cross-section of a blood vessel that is damaged by free radicals. Normally, the lumen of the blood vessel must be wide because blood flows freely. But because of the damages caused by free radicals in the inner lining of the blood vessel, some fatty materials can accumulate and they can harden into what we call plaques. And time will come that this may cause obstruction. If this obstructs the blood vessel and it supports your heart, you can have what you call myocardial infarction. If this supplies the brain and it is obstructed, you can have brain attack or stroke. So the culprit here is free radicals, not the fatty substances like cholesterol or triglycerides that is flowing in the circulation. The free radicals can also damage our skin. That is why some have many wrinkles, because the proteins in the skin are damaged. The free radicals can also damage our joints, so we can experience symptoms when we get older. Unfortunately, the free radicals can damage our DNA, or the genetic material of our body. The DNA is somewhat a blueprint of our body, and whenever a blueprint is damaged, the outcome, there may be a differentiated outcome. So damages to the DNA may result in cell differentiation, cell mutation, or cell malignancies. Okay? So we go now to our defense. Okay? Our defense is something that aims to restore the balance by protecting the cells from damages. But what if there is already damage? Our defense then will aim to prevent further damages while restoring the damaged cell. Take note, the process is restoration, not repair. What we have now in modern medicine are always repair. But our own defense system will aim towards restoration, bringing the originality of the cells. So what do we need? With that, we need a very powerful antioxidant defense system. So our antioxidant defense system has two categories. One is exogenous antioxidants, the ones that we are very fond of buying from health supplements. So why exogenous? They come from outside source. You introduce them to your body. The other category is endogenous. When we say endogenous, it is within our body. So the most powerful antioxidant defense cannot be brought from a supplement store or from a drugstore. It is not in a berry or fruit. Where can you find it? It is inside our body. Have you noticed that the font is big? What do we want to emphasize here? We would like to emphasize that the human body is created perfect by the Creator. You agree with that?
Amen.
Yes.
And since it is created perfect, the most superior defense system must be inside, built inside our body. Okay? And surprisingly, it is called glutathione. Why do I say surprisingly? In the Philippines, glutathione became popular as a skin whitener. I don't think that it's the same in Singapore. But why surprisingly? Because when we were in medical school, glutathione was not taught to us. Maybe we have encountered it in our books as a mere protein, that's all. Now research says that glutathione is the body's strongest defense. There are reasons why glutathione is considered the body's strongest defense. Okay? There are 4 functions of glutathione. Number 1, it is the king of all antioxidants. So combine all antioxidants, whether exogenous or endogenous, glutathione is the master antioxidant. That means glutathione has the highest capability to prevent damage in the cells. Glutathione has the highest capability to prevent accelerated aging process. And glutathione has the highest capability to maintain our energy level because it is the king of all antioxidants. Second, Glutathione is an immune system enhancer. Our immune system is considered as the armed forces of our body. And being the armed forces of our body, they must have ammunitions, arms and ammunitions. And glutathione happens to be the ammunition of the arms of the armed forces of our body. So the higher the level of glutathione you have in your body, the more enhanced is the function of our immune system. Third, glutathione is a detoxifier. Can you see the brown organ there? Do you recognize the brown organ? It is the liver. The liver is considered as the washing machine of our body. And being the washing machine of our body, the detergent that it uses is no other than glutathione. So that means without glutathione, the liver will not function. And with higher levels of glutathione, the more enhanced the liver will be. And lastly, glutathione supports the cardiovascular system. The major organ of the cardiovascular system is the heart. That will mean if you have high levels of glutathione in your body, the more enhanced is the function of your heart. The circulation will also be very good. Okay? So with these functions, do you think glutathione is important?
Yes.
Very significant. But there is a problem. It says here the dilemma. It says here that glutathione's supply starts to decline when we reach the age of 20 by around 10 to 15% for every 10 years. So for purposes of easy computation, we will put it 10%. What does that mean? It means that if you are at the age of 10 or 20, you have around 100% supply of glutathione. When you reach the age of 30, that will be minus 10. When you're 40, minus 20. If you're 50, that is minus 30. So 100 minus 30, that will be 70. If that is a school grade, that will be a failing grade. If that is a glutathione grade, that will be a failing grade also. Okay? So if the more you get older, the lower will be your glutathione production. So what is the reason behind this? The reason behind this is that there is still your original problem, which is the oxidative stress. And it says here, if you grow older, your oxidative stress goes higher. I remember in medicine, they taught us that oxidative stress is inversely proportional to the MLSP, or the maximum lifespan potential. That means the higher oxidative stress you have, the lower will be your life expectancy. In this graph, it says high oxidative stress, low glutathione. Will that mean the lower glutathione, the shorter the life expectancy will be? Okay? In fact, researcher says that if glutathione falls to 0, the body or the cells will die. Now, we need to know what are the causes of glutathione depletion, right? So, every single factor that can cause oxidative stress will also cause falling glutathione. Stress, low glutathione. Okay, some examples will be this: aging, stress, smoking, illnesses, strenuous exercise, trauma, toxins, pollutions, sleep deprivation, radiation, poor diet, and drugs. Speaking about illnesses, there are around or no less than 65 major disorders that are linked to oxidative stress and to low levels of glutathione. And these are some examples: obesity, alcoholism, cardiovascular problems, asthma, emphysema, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, migraine, depression, cataract, hepatitis, AIDS, what else? Bird flu, herpes, diabetes, arthritis, lupus, infertility, spontaneous abortion, wrinkles, sagging skin, acne, psoriasis. And unfortunately, all cancers will exhibit low levels of glutathione. In fact, cancer patients are the ones who have generally the highest level of oxidative stress equivalent to lowest levels of glutathione. Maybe the reason why generally cancer patients are the ones who have the shortest life expectancy. Cancer patients are the ones who will age faster. Cancer patients are the ones who have low levels of immune system. Cancer patients are generally the ones who have the lowest energy levels because they have the lowest levels of glutathione. So it seems the real problem is tapered down now to low levels of glutathione. Okay, now if we solve the problem, we have low levels, what do we need to do? We make it high, we make it up. Okay, so there are challenges with the uses of commercial glutathione. Actually, this study, this research, is available for over 100 years ago. But since the doctors, the scientists, believe that glutathione is natural in the body, and time will come that it will fall, no means can ever replenish our glutathione. They tried commercial glutathione. So what are commercial glutathione? When we say commercial glutathione, we mean tablets, capsules, injectables. So we will see if this commercial glutathione will help us replenish our intracellular glutathione. According to the majority of the scientific and medical community, commercial glutathione will be ineffective to increase our intracellular levels. We are talking about glutathione inside our cells. So what are the reasons behind this? When we take in tablets or capsules, and when they reach our stomach, 20% of this will break down. So you can see here, from here, it disintegrates. It's because of the acids and the enzymes in our stomach. So some scientists tried infusing it directly to the circulation to bypass the stomach. So by using injectables or IV. So what happens? If you inject glutathione into the blood, it will not break down. It is still whole, but it cannot reach or it cannot enter the cells. Why? Because the glutathione molecule is incompatible with the permeability of the cell. That means it's bigger. So if you have watched Dr. Keller's video, it says you have a hole like this, a substance this big, it doesn't fit in very well. So the problem here is absorption. Commercial glutathione, whether oral or IV, will not be absorbed into the cells. But the good news now is to let you know that Max International has breakthrough products that can dramatically raise and support our body's intracellular glutathione levels. And these are Solgevity, Max Infuse, and Max One. So why breakthrough? Okay. First, the formulator is somebody. Okay. So this is Dr. Herb Nagasawa. He's an expert on the chemistry and delivery of glutathione. So he has the following credentials. And this man happens to be the formulator of the 3-minute antidote to cyanide poisoning that is widely used in emergency rooms now. So that is another medical breakthrough. And Dr. Herb Nagasawa is the formulator of the Max Breakthrough products. Okay? So how do Max Breakthrough products work? Solgevity and Max One works with the ribosine technology. It says here protected delivery and technology. Okay, ribosine is a compound that is a combination of ribose and cysteine. Okay? Cysteine is the rate-limiting factor in the production of glutathione inside our body. But most of the times, if you take whole glutathione, the cysteine will be damaged. The sulfahydryl group will be damaged. But with ribosine technology, the sulfahydryl group is fully protected. So cysteine can freely enter the cell, and it can be used in the production of glutathione. And ribose will be used in the production of energy. So it says here this is the solution because it has the ideal product characteristic. In one column you can see glutathione and cysteine, and it says here that the sulfahydryl is not protected, it's not orally bioavailable, and it has a sulfuric taste. While ribosine has protection on the sulfahydryl group. Second, it is orally bioavailable, and it has no smell or taste. But what is best about this is that it provides ribose for direct energy production, and it is a combination of two natural compounds in the body for the production of natural glutathione. Okay, clinical studies are made. It shows here that ribosine restored depleted glutathione to normal levels in kidney, lungs, muscle, and heart. MaxInfuse is another breakthrough product. It says here, MaxInfuse provides optimal cellular defense while supporting Max International's glutathione enhancing products. I told you before that we have endogenous antioxidants, and glutathione is the king of the endogenous antioxidants. We have another three endogenous antioxidants: superoxide dismutase or SOD, catalase, and CoQ10. While glutathione is supported by Celgevity and MAX1, the three other endogenous antioxidants are supported by MaxInfuse. So you can complete your endogenous antioxidant support. Okay? Now, these three products have ingredients that are absorbed into the cells and can support and maintain optimum intracellular glutathione levels through four processes: glutathione synthesis, glutathione reutilization, glutathione protection, and glutathione conservation. Before, when there are no MAX products yet, only number one is being available, and it is not satisfactory. Now with MAX products, all of the four can happen. So at any given time, the glutathione level is at the optimum. I will show you how glutathione synthesis is made with the MAX products. Okay? So MAX products are capsules. When you take in capsules, the capsule slowly dissolves in our digestive system. But it dissolves in such a way that the nutrients are not damaged, are not disintegrated, and they can directly go to the cell and find their way into the cell. Okay? When inside the cell, these nutrients will now join to produce glutathione, natural glutathione for that matter. That's why it's breakthrough. Okay, I have found out that this process happens because of two enzymes involved. What is the importance of these enzymes? When we lack glutathione inside our cell, the cell will communicate to the brain. The cell will say, "Oh, I don't have glutathione." The brain will reply, "So you need to produce, it's your obligation to produce your own glutathione." "I don't have raw materials." So the brain will reply, "Wait for raw materials to enter your cell." So when you take MAX products, raw materials will enter the cell. And the cell will report to the brain, "I have the raw materials to make glutathione." So the brain will reply, "Now I will release enzyme to help you synthesize glutathione." When there is overflowing glutathione inside the cell, okay, the cell will stop production of glutathione with instructions from the brain. First, the cell will report, "I have too much glutathione inside me." So the brain will give instruction, so you stop producing glutathione. What about the raw materials that keep on entering me? Because I take MAX products. Okay? So the brain will say, "I will strike another enzyme." Technically it is glutathione transferase. that will transfer back outside the cell the nutrients, and they will be stored temporarily in the liver. This explains why there seems there's no overdose in MAX. Because the nutrients will be temporarily stored in the liver, and when the cell needs them again, they will be transported back to the cell. That is how complicated is the production of glutathione. Okay? Now, if you take lots of MAX products, you get the following benefits. Okay? You have high glutathione levels, and you get the following benefits. Optimum energy, strong immune system, fights inflammation, detoxifies the body, supports mental function, and reduces stress. We consider these as the pillars of optimal health. If you remember the balance, they are one of the posts of the balance. If you take one, the balance will tilt. But with MAX products, the balance is kept in balance. Okay? That is why the health is maintained. Okay? Now, we go now to the conclusion. So, we have an imbalanced system. Okay? What we want is to restore back the balance. If we will restore the balance, we will put loads over the right side. That means the free radicals overwhelms our antioxidant defense system. So we need to improve our defense system. So we will check what is lacking. Consume foods rich in antioxidant. Okay, check. No problem. Exogenous antioxidants, we can buy them from supplement stores. Still, it is not yet balanced. So, what may be lacking? We'll see. Positive lifestyle. Okay? So, you'll stop smoking. You will do exercise, walking exercise every day. You will have enough sleep. Okay? Alright. Still, it's not balanced. It improves a little. Ladies and gentlemen, we stop here. The medicine stops here. Wellness industry stops here. Because they can't do anything to bring back the balance. Okay? But, do you remember the key that I have shown to you in the first part of my presentation? Do you think this key can unlock the secret so we can make this balance?
Yes.
Do you think the information on glutathione, what if we support our intracellular glutathione, do you think this will balance? Definitely. Because the missing link seems to be glutathione delivery and support. Is there balance already? Yes, there is balance. When there is balance, what do we have?
Optimal health.
Optimal health. And we get it from MAX products. Okay? That ends my presentation. Thank you very much.